So I was wondering, would you like to sync up with me before we start this podcast?
Sure, let's do that. Please guide
So,
me through that.
okay, we're going to take our right knee and put it over our left knee.
Okay, so maybe everyone who is listening with us, please, if you're driving or doing whatever, stop and do this when you have a free
Yes,
time.
yes.
Okay, so go ahead. So right knee over my left knee, right?
Yes. And then right hand under the left armpit, left hand on top of the right shoulder. Give yourself a good hug. Head to the left, body to the right. And we're going to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth 6 times. One, two, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And just relax, let go, come back to us.
Wow.
How do you feel?
Wow. I feel so grounded and so much calmer than before. And I was already calm today, but now I'm like melting.
Yay.
Just want to go to meditate and spend the day just chilling. Welcome to the Soul Talks with Misha podcast about spirituality blended into the modern life and also about conscious life. And why is it good for you to be as conscious as possible? How it can create magic in your life. I am Misha, I'm your host for today. I'm also an energy coach and sound healer for all the humans who wants to connect more with themselves, find the peace and find the abundance from the peace. And today I am so honored to have my guest here, Melissa Vidya Smith. And she is a wonderful person. I'm really so grateful that you're here, Melissa. Thank you and welcome. Melissa is a Fascia queen. She's also a Reiki healer. She's a beautiful soul based in Las Vegas or close to that area. And she has some super trooper news. She's also the fashion maneuver coach. So, welcome, Melissa. And I'm so happy that you're here with us today.
Thank you for having me, Misha. I'm really excited to spend time with you and share about my journey as a massage therapist, fascial maneuvers coach, Reiki master.
So what was the intention for this syncing up, for this movement?
Intention was to sync up with you so that we can be on the same page. And often I set an intention for others to feel safe around me so that they can explore within their body energetically and physically to, come to a place of peace.
Beautiful.
Mhm.
So we really just connected our body, our mind, our breath,
Mhm.
and our emotions and our energetic body, right? So do I understand it correctly that we cannot separate those and we need to work with all the layers when we
Yeah.
want to live a happy life?
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so speaking of layers, they call me the queen of fascia. So I think maybe I should tell you a little bit about fascia first, like
Please
what
do.
that is. Okay, so fascia is the most intelligent organ in your body. It is a matrix, like a little bit of a spider web matrix, but it's mostly water. And this water creates and holds memory, and emotion. Fascia holds your bones, your muscles, your joints, your cartilage, your ligaments, your blood vessels. It is intertwined into everything. In fact, you could dissect an organ or a bone out of the body, but you cannot take fascia out of the body. Fascia is the body. Yeah, it's fascia
Wow.
that really holds you up, not necessarily your skeleton. It is so intelligent. In fact, we have this energy field around us that's 6 feet. Science proves that it's 6 feet around us. That is still part of your fascia. That is
Is
what,
it?
yeah, that is what creates our intuition.
Okay.
That
I need to know everything about it.
I know. So like that energy, I know that we're getting exciting. That energy field connects to the quantum or the field of intelligence, and that's how we absorb all this information. And that's what, the cleaner your fascia is, the more hydrated your fascia is, the more intuitive you are.
Hmm. I'm just starting to learn about fascia. I'm really like a fascia beginner, a baby. But
Mhm.
it's true that through our body, it's the nutrition, the hydration, it's so important because when the physical part of us is not working well, the energetics can never work well either. The intuition and the signs which we receive are, it's just like the connection is broken. So I totally trust you on that
Yeah.
one.
That's great.
So I was introduced to this world like 3 years ago when I started with yin yoga. That was the first time when I heard about fascia.
Mhm.
And then I kind of forgot about it. And then it was this summer when our friend connected us, and I started to hear about the fashion maneuvers again from you. And I remember this moment when we had the exchange, and you were just briefly explaining me what is it about, what is it that you do, how you help people. And I remember that I just had this intuitive moment when I was like, okay, I need this. I need this. And I knew exactly before you were even telling me or explaining me what to do. I went to sleep with the intention to get the information which I need to have. And then in the sleep, I received the message that I should somehow press like a special point in my belly and then in my back, and
Mm.
I did it, and then the my whole body started to be cleansed. And I
Oh,
think it's, it's just my theory or my download that like through the energetic field and what you shared with me and how the fascia works, you just helped me, you just healed me, so
I know.
thank you so
You
much.
are powerful. You healed yourself, and that's what fascial maneuvers do. They help, the fascial maneuver coach guides you and helps you to empower yourself to self heal. Yeah, it's,
Because we're all healers, aren't
yes,
we?
we are. We are. You know what really lights me up is fascial maneuvers is this emotional releasing practice where we're rotating our body, we're using breath, we're pinning certain parts of our body with our hands or in different areas of the body, and we're kind of locking it into place so that we can breathe and we can open and we can unwind stuck fascia or restricted fascia. So speaking of like how we're so much water and water holds memory, I had this experience when I did the 28-day reset with Human Garage, which is, that's where I'm certified through Human Garage. Um, and I was like somewhere on like day 25 of the 28-day reset, and I hadn't had like a big emotional like release or anything. So I was thinking, maybe I've done all the work. Like maybe I've done all the shadow work,
Yay.
all that stuff. And then literally like a day or two later, it was like, bam! I had this memory that just it something that happened to me like 15 years ago came up for me. And I had to release that and do fascial maneuvers to get through that and feel that. And my husband helped me through it. I had to talk my way through it a little bit too. And I had a back pain that was chronic for 15 years, whether I did like cat cow, any kind of yoga, if any kind of stretching, it would just go into a little bit of a spasm. It's gone now because
Wow.
of fascia.
Wow. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's amazing. And yeah, it's a bit our mind, our ego may be tricking us, right? When we are thinking like, okay, I I'm done with all the shadow work and inner child work and I'm good.
Right?
That's what I thought about myself. Like, yeah, sometimes I go for that trap because I'm the um yeah, healing and working with myself and with my consciousness, subconsciousness, my body, and all of that. But I realized like it's a never ending journey because we, in our lives, we still live the experience. It's not like we heal and then we stop and then we are done. I mean, when we're done, we're done. We're gone
Right.
from this world.
Exactly. You still have to live. Stuff.
Yes. And then through life, we have still some trauma. It doesn't have to be a big trauma, it can be also emotions like we're sad, we're happy, and it's all stored to our body regularly, right? So from what I feel is that we need to work with our bodies all the time. Is
Hmm.
it true?
Absolutely 100% true. In fact, one of the series that I like to do from Human Garage is the organ reset. And I do that 2 to 3 times a day just to reset my organs and make sure I'm like in a peaceful place because it doesn't take very long to do. And it's creating so much more coherency in my body and
Mm.
I'm happier. There's more freedom in my body. I go through the day with ease. Just like you know how you meditate and meditation, like if you skip your meditation, your day doesn't really go as smoothly. Yeah. It's kind of like that. Like so that's what the organ reset. It is kind of a little bit of a meditation for me as well because you're doing affirmations with it. And
Yeah.
yeah.
Affirmations, and you work with breath, and I feel meditative as well when I do the human garage or the fashion maneuvers reset because um, so I don't practice that much as you do. I'm still, as I said, I'm still a baby on this journey. The
You've
few
had an
times
amazing experience.
it's true.
I mean, why don't you share your experience?
Yeah, let's do that. So after we have met, and you guided me to this new world for me. And I had this intuitive download, and I knew, like, okay, this is it. I have to incorporate human garage and fashion maneuvers into my life. Then like a week or 2 weeks after, I went to the Netherlands to attend the Mindful University. And guess who was there? Gary
Gary.
itself and the Human Garage seminars. So I did actually two of the seminars or workshops. And wow, they were both so powerful. So, what started after our conversation with you, Melissa, about how I intuitively knew where to touch my body to release the emotions, it continued there. And so I had another very, very deep cleanse. It was very interesting because we were doing, we were in the group setup. So once we are even just two of us or in the bigger group, everything is multiplied. So our intentions are multiplied and our whatever is the other person healing, we are healing as well. So it's like a huge ripple effect.
Oh, yeah.
And that's exactly what happened. And first, when we started, I thought, like, okay, yeah, whatever. But then, the brain, the mind tries to stop you. We try to be in our comfort zone. So we create the stories why we shouldn't do this, while we know our soul knows that this is exactly what we need to do. So I had this fight with myself, like, we are gonna stay here. There is a reason why we are here. And then it just started. I was guided by one of the coaches, by one of the practitioners who helped me to do the Fascia maneuver even deeper or maybe differently than I did it on my own, because I could feel certain pain. So then when we have the pain, sometimes we stop and we don't go
Right.
over the pain because we're like, oh, okay, better not to. But this beautiful lady, she helped me and she fixed my body so that I am correctly in the pose, although there is no right or wrong. It's all intuitive as well, right? But so she guided me to this pose. And then, okay, I cried like a baby. I had so much release also from topics where I thought I processed it. Well, it was still stored in my body. And then for a few days, I had lots of plans and a big process, but also huge relief. You know, the process was going through the body, but I felt very happy. I
Yeah.
felt really like, okay, this is such a release, and I felt lighter. And
There's wisdom in it. And those are your emotions. Like they belong to you. And you can remember them, but you don't have to like own them and own the pain of them.
mm, what really helped me was um, to repeat to myself that I'm safe. You
Yes.
know,
Mm.
that I'm safe to feel whatever, to release whatever. Sometimes when I do that, especially when I do some of the resets, I feel like, oh, I will fall down. And then just repeating that it's okay, I'm safe, I will not fall down. And if I fall down, it's fine as well.
Yeah.
So powerful.
I've seen Gary fall down once.
See, even Gary falls down.
We all fall down
And it's part of the
because we're trying
process.
things like to the next level, but you fall down a little bit till your muscles and your fascia figures it out. Actually, not necessarily your muscles, but your fascia figures it out. And yeah, then you get better.
So tell me, because what I understood is that when we are born, or maybe before we are born, actually, when we are still in the womb, fascia is one of the first organs which is created. So it's like a brain, and then the stomach, and then the fascia is in between.
Hmm.
And I mean,
I mean,
wow, okay.
that could be your spinal cord, or it could be, some neurology, but I think all of it is fascia before it turns into
Oh,
the, yeah.
wow.
Fascia is intertwined in all of it. Yeah.
Okay, my
It's
mind is still
amazing.
glued.
It's how we're connected to everybody, right? Because it's a communication. So for instance, if I stepped on a piece of glass, it's not my nerves going all the way to my brain to say, move your foot, and then go all the way back and give the signal for your foot to move. It's your fascia that picks up on it instantly. And it's not your muscles, because that would be like a linear movement. You would probably rotate away or like, move away. It wouldn't be like a lift, like a linear movement to move your foot. Does that make sense? So your foot
Yes,
picks
it
it
makes
up.
sense. It's just
Yeah.
very, you know,
We
such a
have
new
all
concept.
we have all these Fibonacci sequences within our body, so it's natural for us to rotate. It's natural for us to spiral out of the pain that we're picking up. on. And it's very natural. Like, so human garage's fascial maneuvers, it's based on natural human movement.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's, yeah, it's true that they are in one way very simple, actually. It's not like you don't have to overthink it. And for example, I was also guided to open up my heart a little bit more because sometimes, it's painful and really it was very simple guidance just to put our hands on our heart. So maybe the audience can also do it with us. So we just put the hands on the heart and then just twist it a little bit. And then I was guided just to move to the left or right or wherever I feel
Mm.
blocked. I realized I feel blocked quite a lot when the body doesn't let you go left or right or front easily. That's where we
Mhm.
should go and just remind ourselves how we love ourselves. And it's very simple,
It is very simple.
but very hard as well.
Exactly. Sometimes there's a little hump. It depends which organ you're touching. I mean, it could be your liver that holds anger, and then you may have an issue with that. In fact, when I do organ reset on the liver and the gallbladder, I will incorporate a little bit more breathing to process what is happening. Yeah.
Tell me about it. The Scorpio here is talking.
Okay, should we do
So much anger all the time.
it? All right. So I'm going to stand up so you can see. I'm on the right side, just underneath the ribs, and you go like halfway from the midline of your ribs to halfway, and then you push in,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
and then you do a little twist so your thumb goes up, and your left hand, your thumb's just over your clavicle, and your hands are on your trap, and your fingers are just behind your neck. And we're going to breathe in through the mouth and out through the mouth 3 times. 1, 2, 3. In through the nose, out through the mouth. 1, 2, 3. Repeat after me. Thank you, liver, for holding all the anger.
Thank you, liver, for holding all the anger.
I no longer need you to hold this anger in my body.
I no longer need you to hold this anger in my body.
I'm paying attention
I'm paying attention
and I'm letting go now.
and I'm letting go.
Thank you, gallbladder,
Thank you, gallbladder,
for holding all the resentment and reminding me of the past.
for holding all the resentment and reminding the past.
I'm living in the present.
I'm living in the present.
And breathe through the mouth and out through the mouth. 1, 2, 3. In through the nose, out through the mouth. 1, 2, 3. And just shake your hands out. Give yourself a little wiggle. Back to your center.
Wow. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. My pleasure. I think it's completely in line with the lunar eclipse.
Exactly.
We're here to let it go.
That's so true because we are recording on the 8th of September 2025, and yesterday just was the lunar eclipse, and the eclipse portal just
Yeah.
opened, and the lunar eclipse was in the Pisces, right? So
Yeah.
lots of emotions and lots of karmic endings as well.
Mm,
So I'm very excited about that because
I'm very excited.
I could do lots of cleanse.
We're moving on to the next chapter.
Yay! I need it so much. I believe we all deserve a bit more new, fresh air.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I wonder, brought you to this journey. What was because you were you were working with the body for some time. You are the Reiki healer. You were doing different massages, right? Different modalities of massages, and then the
Okay.
fascists came to your word as well. Or what was the story? Like, what? How did that happen?
All right. So when I was 8 years old, my grandfather, who I call Nana, my Nana, he had a stroke. And my parents knew that I liked to do massage. So they were like, we were at the doctor's office, and the doctor's like, he needs massage therapy. And my parents like, oh, Melissa likes to massage. And I'm 8. So he's looking at me. I totally remember this. He's looking at me. He's like, I mean a massage therapist?
Wow, that started early.
I know. So I actually did massage my grandfather's hand, and we increased the range of motion. And intuitively, I was doing fascial manipulation. And that is how my journey began. I decided to become a licensed massage therapist when I lived in Vancouver, British Columbia. It's an extensive 3-year, 3,000-hour program. And it was exactly what I was supposed to do. And now, 22 years later, I continue to educate myself and I continue to practice, and my main modality is working with fascia.
Wow. So
And
you were born a fascia queen, like
I,
literally. Wow.
this is why they call me the queen of fascia, because I understand the language of fascia. I understand how to work with it physically and energetically. And so when Human Garage, I started to follow them on Instagram, and then I decided to do the 28-day reset. Um, it really lit me up, and I was like, they really need to put a program on. I want to become a fascial maneuvers coach. I want to incorporate this in my massages. I want to travel around the world, and I want to share fascial maneuvers with everybody. And because it's it's not hard. It's like, in a way, it's simple. It's like moving in through. It only takes like 15 minutes a day, and you've done enough. Or you could do longer if you want more, but it's an easy path, I believe, for keeping your body hydrated and moving properly with the main most intelligent system of your body. Then Human Garage opened up a fascial maneuvers level 1 coaching program, and I was like, I'm doing it. It was the very first program. I'm the first fascial maneuvers coach in Nevada. I'm so excited, and I just got certified last week. So yeah, it was
Congratulations.
on the podcast. I'm officially certified.
Hmm.
Yes.
And so you manifested it, right? Like you wished for the program and it just appeared.
And it just like click, 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 clicked all these puzzle pieces together for me with understanding fascia on another level. So it's a beautiful program for anybody that's interested in taking the fascial maneuvers. Yeah. Level
You
1
know,
coaching program. It's worth it. It's really good.
it is worth it. I mean, I was not going through the program. I'm just starting to practice. But I can tell you, it works so well. And when I was in the Netherlands for the workshops, I stayed with my Dutch aunt. She'll be so happy to be in the podcast as well. She's part of it now.
Hi, Aunt.
And so I was telling her about the human garage, and she's like, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But then I told her about my experience, and because she was next to me and she was sort of going with me through the cleanse, she saw how my body reacted, how I felt. And I think then it was the click when she was like, okay, so it really works. So she loves to work with breath. She is all into the breath work and cold plunge and working with body
Wow.
in that way.
Yeah.
And so, it was relatively easy to go to Human Garage for her, like understanding, okay, it could work because she thought, okay, I know that the breath work works. This is just adding a bit of extra, right?
Yeah.
And then she totally hooked her up as well. She attended one of the workshops with me, and now she's the biggest fan as well because she also saw like, okay, it's very easy. It takes few minutes per day and you can
Yeah.
really feel the change in your body. So yeah, let's spread the word and let's help the world, right?
So like you guys, I had change too. I had neck because I'm like rounded over clients a lot, and in my neck I have like a bit of a dowager's hump. So I had like pain there, and we like to call pain pressure. We like to move. We're pressurized systems in our body with all the water, the air, the blood, and we doing fascial maneuvers. I moved the pressure, and I don't have any pain there anymore. And if anything comes back, like I have a longer day, then I'll just do some fascial maneuvers and it's gone. I used to have a pseudo sciatica on the left side and it's gone just through fascial maneuvers. And people, they spend years and years, practitioners over practitioners, trying to figure this out. And Human Garage is like, hi guys, there's like this easier way. It takes 15 minutes a day.
But
So I'm out here and I'm like, hi guys, with my fifth line, my my human design. Hi guys. There's an easier way and I like easier ways because you use the least amount of input for the most amount of change. That is fascial maneuvers.
Wow.
Hmm.
And do you know what? When you said it is very easy and fast, sort of, to help ourselves through fascial maneuvers, it is. I think about it a lot, to be honest, because I believe that all of us want the quick solution. We're so
Hmm.
busy, we don't have time. There is so much information, so many things we want to do. We have the FOMO, right? We want to be everywhere and do everything what this world offers. So, on one hand, I believe we all want to have the quick solution. But then
Hmm.
maybe for some of us, it's hard to believe it that it's possible because we are used to the world where fast solutions are medicines, like, I mean, the Western medicines like pills, like pushing hard quickly in the gym, like the heart, yeah, probably that's the right connection which I'm getting is what is fast is also maybe hard and harsh on us. And so a soft, quick solution is something completely new. It's a new concept, at least
It is.
in my world and from what I hear all around me.
We move in, may I say, like a masculine energy mentality.
Hmm.
And I just like to say I'm Pisces and I'm also a projector. And I feel like moving in more of a feminine energy and taking time for yourself to do fascial maneuvers creates like this beautiful opening. And if you feel like even in the beginning, you might even feel, or not even the beginning, I just did it today. I did fascial maneuvers and I felt dizzy and I love it because it's, and then you feel high, like it gets kind of intense sometimes. but it's a natural high. And the reason what's happening is all the happy hormones are getting released and you're balancing your hormones. So a lot of times we're in fight or flight, we're in cortisol, but we're moving into like releasing serotonin and oxytocin and estradiol and estrogen and testosterone. It's like balancing, and you get high off your own supply. So that's something I love. Fascial maneuvers and moving in a flow. Because it
Mm.
depends on how hard you want to, like, not how hard, or how, I should say, how deep you would like to take your breath. How deep, it's almost like, how deep do you want to get into your fascia?
Mm.
How deep do you want to get into your emotions? What is it that could release somewhere in your body that could create more alignment, not only in your body, but in your life?
Mm. That is very deep. How deep we dare to go, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And now is the perfect timing with eclipse season. A lot about releasing.
It is. It's a lot of releasing. Yeah. It's good. It's good
So
to,
yeah, I love that. I'm a
but creating also more balance in your body, and you are still strengthening your body. You're
yeah.
creating so much more coherency in your body, because these limbs, we have limbs to support our organs, all our organs. So that's why we have these arms and these legs. And I want you to know that we have like these 10 fingers and we have 10 organs. So our fingers are associated with the 10 organs of our body.
Oh,
So we're doing the liver reset.
to
What
use
we're
all the
doing,
fingers.
yeah, we're using our antennas to pull in the information from the field into our body. We're breathing it in and we're exhaling what does not serve us.
Wow. I didn't know this one. Now it makes sense. I
Yeah,
also understood that we're holding our neck to give a safe space to us as well, sort of a hug and sort of
yeah,
love. When we release the emotion, then we also are sending lots of love and support.
exactly. Exactly.
Wow.
You need, yeah, feeling safe. And sometimes it's not a safe feeling when you're releasing emotions. Sometimes it's scary, or sometimes if somebody's working on you and you feel pain, know that it is, because you're like, what's going to happen? No,
Mm-hmm.
it is pressure. The fascial maneuvers coach, not that it's always this way, I'm just saying if we get into this situation, is guiding the pressure, and it's always just a tiny bit past that pain where the healing occurs.
Mm-hmm.
Magic. It's magic.
That's what I confirm from my experience. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's a little scary, but then you allow yourself to dive into it, to feel it, and all the unwinding and all the releasing is so worth it.
Yeah. I remember after this huge release, I met a friend, a male friend, and so as I said, I felt really relaxed, sort of really released, but at the same time, the body was processing, and maybe I didn't look that happy as I really felt. Let's put it that way. I probably looked like, okay, I'm gonna die. I'm so done. And I remember he asked me, like, what's going on? Are you okay? What do you need? Do you need to talk? Do you need to, sit down before we go for a walk? Or what is it? And I said, no, I'm good. Like, I look like I'm not okay. But it's so interesting how we can see it in our body that there is this huge process, but at the same time, the emotion already switched. I mean, obviously, it's a process. It's stored, and we're like changing the emotion. It's not a stable situation, right? It's a flow. So
Yeah.
it's like you said, fascia is water. Water
Mhm.
is flow. So we cannot expect that we release the emotion, then we'll be 100% happy. And I mean, what is even happiness? It's a word, but the emotion itself can have a lot of colors and a lot of movement. So, yeah, to me, it's just so interesting. Very hard to put into words unless you
Mhm.
experience it, really.
Yeah, because you actually feel like you may be crying, but it feels good.
Yeah,
It feels,
exactly.
yeah, yeah. Your body's like doing the thing, but you're like, this is incredible.
Yeah, let's try more.
I know. It's like I'm releasing something, something is fixing, something is working.
Yeah,
Yeah, like my back pain, like that 15 years of having spasms
that's
every time
crazy.
I stretched and exercised and gone, gone. That emotion, that memory from 15 years ago that I went through was still in my body. I processed it, I allowed it to leave. And it's interesting that your brain remembers. I'm like, why am I hooked up on this emotion
Mhm.
and memory? Like that happened a long time ago, but the body remembers. And when you move through fascial maneuvers, you can unwind it and you don't have to hold it anymore.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
where does it go? Like how long time ago can we go in the past? In the sense, like, do we start? I assume the time when we are in the womb as the little baby, like day zero, not with the birth when we go out physically to this world, but it starts probably already in the womb when our fascia is created. And we also store the emotions and the memory as well, right? Is it
Yeah.
that moment or is it even the past lives and
Yes.
collected from the ancestors?
Yes. Exactly. So, oh my goodness, our fascia is, like you said, water holds memory. It holds the memories of what we felt with the emotions our mother felt while we were in her womb. And then it holds the memories of our ancestors. And I think that it's a phenomenal way to gently release it all out of your body is through the fascial maneuvers and fascial work. Like when I'm massaging people, like working with their fascia, unwinding, elongating, and letting go of like the restricted areas where it's held. That's it's happening like since I've become a fascial maneuvers coach, there it's daily somebody is allowing and feeling safe enough to emote and let go of something that's been heavy in their life. And
Mm.
I'm honored and I'm humbled. I'm so humbled that Creator allowed me to have this ability or to, like with Reiki, to channel this wisdom to help others and to be of service in this way. It's so special to me. And sometimes I'm like, who am I? Like, why do I get to know this? And all I can do is be fully grateful and thankful that I get to receive and I get to have the knowing that I'm supposed to do this and I'm supposed to be there for others and I'm supposed to love people this way. Like, this is, I guess, my love language in a safe way.
Yeah, and I'm so grateful for knowing you and through this podcast to spread your message around the world because it is so important and we need people like you. And
Mm,
you know, it's a gift. What you're doing, it's a gift for the society.
thank you.
And thank you so much.
You're so welcome. This is my pleasure. Truly.
And so, how can people find you? How can people work with you and get tiny bit of your wisdom?
You can go to
Mhm.
melissaommassage.amtamembers.com. If
Mhm.
I can close it up. Oh, wait, over there.
I love that. We will also write it down all to the description, so no worries if you didn't hear it well.
Do you want to end with the heart brain coherence?
Please.
Okay, right. So we're going to take our right hand, put it on your heart, and feel your heartbeat. Take your left hand and put it on your head. Feel your brain pulse. Imagine the color green on your heart and white on your head. We're going to inhale and circulate the green all the way up to the head. So we're going to circulate it like this. Inhale, and then we're going to exhale the white into our heart.
Mm.
So let's breathe in through the mouth and out through the mouth. 1, 2, 3, in through the nose and out through the mouth. 1, 2, thank you, heart, for holding all this pain and trauma until I was ready to process it.
Thank you, heart, for holding all this trauma until I was ready to process it.
I'm ready to process it now.
I'm ready to process it now.
Thank you, brain, for telling me all the stories to keep me safe.
Thank you, brain, for telling me all the stories for keep me safe.
I no longer need you to keep me safe.
I no longer need you to keep me safe.
We're following the heart.
We are following the heart.
Brain, you're the co pilot.
Brain, you're the co-pilot.
Heart, you're the pilot.
Heart, you're the pilot.
We're following you.
We are following you.
And breathe through the mouth. 1, 2, 3. In through the nose and out through the mouth. 2, 3. And relax your arms. Give them a little wiggle, shake. Just come to your body.
Thank you so much, Melissa, for all your wisdom, for sharing this with me. I'm so honored, but also with everyone who's listening. You guys are so lucky to talk to the one and only Fascia Queen Melissa.
Thank you so much, Misha. It was so fun. I love doing this with you. So anytime.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
You
let's
can
do maybe let's do the world tour together.
in.
Okay, so we thank everyone for your time, energy that you joined us today. If you want to learn more about energy, fresh emotions, body, whatever it is that you thought like, okay, I need to learn more,
Mhm.
please feel free to reach out to Melissa, or me, whoever you want to talk to, and you will find our contacts in the description. If you watch on YouTube or Spotify or Apple Podcast, there's always a description. You can find our details there. And please, if you had fun with us today, give us like and subscribe so that we can continue to share the light with this world. And yeah, share the love and light and take care. So thank you and bye.
Bye.